Imagine riding through the street of Ouagadougou and in your passenger seat, a man whose voice echoes the spirit of a revolution. This isn't just a ride. It's a journey into the heart of Burkina Faso through the eye of the people and the leader they call Hope, Ibrahim Traoré. Welcome to AfricanBlackGoldTV, where African voices led the story.
Traoré is not trying. Traoré is doing it. He's making it happen. I said 3 years ago that the Third World War will be between Africa and Europe, and it will start between France and Africa. But the day they will try to kill this guy, I promise you that no white will stay in Africa anymore. The black people eyes are open, but their understanding is not yet there. We know who is the enemy. What we do not know is that you can eat and I also eat. Sankara said back then, you can kill Sankara, but thousands, millions of Sankara will burn. We cannot any longer accept that they keep killing our heroes. They come and kill Sankara because we were not aware. Now, it won't happen again. They have to learn, especially our African leaders, to understand that when you become a president, you don't need to store money anymore because the money is already your money. And they have to learn that we Africans, we don't care about who is the president. We care about what the president is bringing on the table. If you are a president and you are bringing something nice for your people, even if you stay power for 30 years, they don't care. If it's not Traoré, please tell me which African president have ever in the story of this humanity refused, as a Muslim, refused Arabia Saudi to build 200 mosques. Which president? He's a Muslim, but he said we prefer schools, we prefer hospital. And when he said that, he went to buy a moving hospitals because he know the need of those people who living in the villages. If I am in a war zone and I need a good weapons to fight terrorists, and you who claim to be my friend, you refuse to sell it to me, of course I will kick you out because you are my worst enemy. In Burkina, we said the balls of a man, you can work on it one time, not 2 times.
In this episode of A Ride with Ibrahim Traoré, we are talking to Frank, a proud Burkinabe, as we drive and dive deep into the truth about Captain Ibrahim Traoré. This man shocked the Sahel. Burkina Faso, a land rich in culture, courage, and a growing hunger for independence. In September 2022, a 34-year-old army captain shook the whole world. He led a coup that outstayed Paul Henry Damiba. What is his name? Captain Ibrahim Traoré. But who is he really, and why is the West so afraid of him? Let's ask Frank, what do people in Burkina Faso really think about Traoré?
Before I go ahead, I want to tell you something. I see some people who say that Traoré is trying, and I find this as an insult. Traoré is not trying. No, he's not trying. Traoré is doing it. He's making it happen, and it's happening. You know, Traoré came from a generation, we are the same generation, but our generation, back Africa, we said we make it or we break it. It means we break the mental slavery or we destroy the system. When the people came all together, it's not that demons came together, but I said this many years ago. The black people eyes are open, but their understanding is not yet there. We know who is the enemy. What we do not know is that you can eat and I also eat. And people come to realize that Traoré is not just a simple military like many others. No, he's a military who is well educated. He's a military with entrepreneur mindset. He's a military who knows what it means to be a military. And that is why the whole world, black world, including other people, are supporting him. So to answer your question, he deserves it. And why he deserves it? Because he take the road, the path that was created by our former hero, Thomas Sankara. And if you have listened at the beginning, when he took over the power, it's the same speed that Sankara was saying. And like Sankara said back then, you can kill Sankara, but thousands, millions of Sankara will burn. You see, the black Americans are supporting him. We cannot any longer accept that they keep killing our heroes. Many of us knows that the only people that will liberate Africa is we Africans. Nobody else. If it's not Traoré, which president? And Assimi Goïta and Chani, which of them take a power without traveling to Paris? People don't support Traoré only because they like him. No, people support him because he really deserves it. They support his ideas. Africans are not like, I said this many times, the Africans now are not the same Africans of 40 years ago. And the worst mistake that the white man did to himself that will destroy the white ego is to put internet on the use of everyone. Because Traoré come in a country that it says, use the fat man energy to fight him. Cannot regret it. I will tell you something. Before Traoré, there were Kabore. And after Kabore, there were Damiba. Even Kabore wanted them out. But because it was a civil power, he cannot do it. If you go back today to interview Kabore, Kabore will tell you that he's happy with what Traoré is doing. Why Kabore is not out of Burkina? Why? Even Damiba is in Lomé. Did you see Traoré trying to put him in jail? No. Traoré will succeed for many reasons. Like we said, the one who goes out to fight for his freedom and the one who sits in his comfort zone and got his freedom will never answer you the same way. Kabore took power from his comfort zone, but Traoré took power from fighting on the war zone. He know the weak point of our military. He know the real needs. He know who are the manipulators. And he know if he play, even if he doesn't play, they will try to kill him. We all know it. Why is the Western country are more beautiful than our country? You think that is because they have more raw material than us? No. If we have a peace in Africa, they don't have a peace. If we are building in Africa, they are getting destroyed. Now, I mean, for over the 100 years, have you ever heard that there is a light blackout in France? Okay, why is it started? Why is it started? The Western say that we are poor. You know, the Western play with their own people. They make them become mental slaves. They tell them what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. And now, from these three countries, the Western leaders are forced now to tell their people what they need to hear. No more what they want to hear. I cannot tell you all, but one thing I can just tell you is that what Traoré have achieved over the 2 years, 99% of the president in Africa never done it. There is no country in Africa that president took a power for 5 years or 10 years and done it, and done what Kabore have done. No way. It's not that it's not because I'm from Burkina that I'm supporting him. No, it's just the reality. It's just the reality. Because we are Africans, we know who is doing what and who's who and who can do what. You know, like I said, it's not just a simple military. It's not only it's not a president. It's a person who came with a revolutionary mind. The business concept, I will call it a business because that is how easy I can make you understand. The business concept was there. The plan was there. Sankara leave everything. There is no one single president. I'm 41. Since I grow, from childhood up to now, I never see a president done that. In 2 years, what he have done, no way. No way. And the good thing is that it's not over yet. No, but still, like I always said, you see there are some Burkina people who going out to say that is not doing anything like this American. Why do you think that is happening? Because they know that if we are fighting, if they keep us fighting, it's easy for them to take what they need. And do you understand the game? Because the Western people use the fact that our understanding are not going the same way to manipulate us. And we are Burkina, we are not like many other countries. No, we are different. And me, I respect more his surrounding. You see those, his bodyguard.
Yes.
We have to praise them. As a Burkinabe, I am proud of Traoré, but I really respect
About that.
those crew that surround me. They have to learn to understand that when you become a president, you don't need to steal money anymore because the money is already your money. And they have to learn that we Africans, we don't care about who is the president. We care about what the president is bringing on the table. If you are a president and you are bringing something nice for your people, even if you stay power for 30 years, they don't care. That is Africa. Because we Africans, we don't care so much about who is the president. You see, Traoré come in power, he said 1 year. But we are the people now who praying and standing for him to stay at least 10 years. We need a person like Traoré in power. And it's not about only Burkina, everywhere in Africa. If Nigeria got somebody like this guy, Traoré, the Western will collapse in 5 years. I'm not here to praise him, but even if you hate a lion, accept that he's the king of the jungle. Traoré is not only a leader of Burkina, he's the real example of an African leader and the world best leader. If he's not Traoré, please tell me which African president have ever in the story of this humanity, as a Muslim, refused Arabic Saudite to build 200 mosques. Which president? He's a Muslim, but he said we prefer schools, we prefer hospital. And when he said that, he went to buy a moving hospitals. Why? Because he know the need of those people who living in the villages. He didn't come to for money. Nay, he was in the war zone. He know what the people need. Tell me, honestly, if it's not because we have a president, as a president, what do you need money for? Because the money is belong to you already. A leader doesn't need money. He need to put a story. He need to be in people's mind. And this is a Traoré. Even if the Western people try to kill him, what will come behind Traoré will even be worse. If they try to kill this guy now, I swear, I said 3 years ago that the Third World War will be between Africa and Europe, and it will start between France and Africa. But the day they will try to kill this guy, I promise you that no white will stay in Africa anymore. No, that has nothing to do with his relationship with Putin. No, Putin is a great guy. He's a great leader also. But what Traoré is doing is just a simple answer of we are tired. We don't want anymore. Enough is enough. Is it not the same people? Is it not the same Europeans that kill Gaddafi? Please tell me. Traoré is a military. In Gabon, the president there is also military. Why are they have done the same thing? Why they have two different names? Please tell me. You know why? Because when the African man refuses to be a puppet, they will dirt your image. They will create bad name for you. But what they did not understand is that this internet that the white man has created and make a use, we're gonna use that to fight against them. Because Traoré don't want to be a puppet. Sankara said we should not be a puppet. So if Sankara was a good example and Traoré follow what he said, of course we will support him. We will support him. Africa need to be free. Before he came to power, he said that the VDP. I said, I'm not going to fight. I said, I'm not going because Kabore, that time was Kabore. I said, Kabore cannot make a decision over those French people. But when Traoré came, I said, okay, if we have to go, we are going. Because we know that now he's a real leader that come on power. If I have to go tomorrow to Burkina to fight for our land, I will go. I will leave everything. I mean it. And I said it many times. If tomorrow they need us, I swear to my mother Gray, I will go. For what? What we are doing here? During a Damiba time and Kabore time, they told us, I said, no, go for what? Go and kill yourself for nothing? Because we know that there were people behind.
Yeah.
But with Traoré, we know that is Burkina.
Yeah.
So that is why we support him. We don't support him just because of him. We like his idea. We like what he's doing. We respect it. And he respects the other people. It's not because of Putin. He just know that if he need weapons, Putin is ready to sell it to him. The Western world said that they will not sell to Kabore. Why Traoré come on power? Because if we're gonna take a look of the story, we should not jump to where we fail. We should take a look what make us fail. If I am in the war zone and I need a good weapons to fight terrorists, and you who claim to be my friend, you refuse to sell it to me, of course I will kick you out because you are my worst enemy. You have to know that Burkina people don't like a joke. When it comes about investing in war, they don't joke. There is a guy who left Turkey when Traoré just took a power, and he left Turkey, he go to Burkina. Why? Because he know that, okay, this is the time. But when Kabore was in power, nobody will go. Even me myself, I said, I go for what? Because the person, of course, we respect him. We know that he didn't commit any crime. He didn't do anything wrong. But we know that he cannot make a decision. The last attempt, how many of the VDP, how many soldiers came to say that there is something that is going on? They took the money, and that is what I like from Burkina. They will take your money, they will say, okay, I hear you, and then they go and tell, he's planning something. Okay, here is the money. The last one happened before that one. There were another one with the money that they show in the TV. They will take the money, they will play you, and this is what we need now. You know what is happening now is the same system that Sankara tried to build. When Sankara was in power, He said he have called all those people who have a knowledge for them, and people was ready to work. So it's the same thing. Now Traoré is there. If you are ready to work and you have a knowledge, you really want to do something for the country, he will support you. Look the roads that he's building. The government alone cannot do it. It's not possible. This is not the same thing that is happening here in Holland or in many countries. You bring your knowledge, the government will support you. They have their share, you have your share, and the country is growing. So what he's doing, he just want the country to grow in many ways. Like I said it many times, it's not only Burkina president. We need this kind of a president to be an African president. If you're a president, and you cannot take a decision that will solve the need of your own people, what is your reason to be a president? What is your reason? And Traoré is doing it. He have the qualification of being a leader. There is no single one thing that he have done from what we have seen and watching is from Bobo. We have seen in the past that some president took a power and started building in their village. But this guy is not doing like this. No, he's building everywhere. While we should not be happy with what is if this says that he's taking the gold and for himself, where does he keep the gold? Where is the gold? No, please tell me. Because all those African leaders that stealing, they are keeping it in Switzerland. They are keeping it in France. They are keeping it in Germany. Is Traoré ever been in France? No. Did he ever travel to Switzerland? No. Where did he keep the gold? Oh, he left the gold in our country. Then he didn't steal it. He didn't keep it. If the gold is in Mali or in Burkina or in Africa, then it's for the Africans. This is what we need. If all those African presidents was keeping those money that they are stealing in Africa, we will not be traveling 1,000 kilometers to come in this Europe. No. So if they say he stole, we should be happy to have a criminal, because some people are calling him a criminal. Yeah. We are happy to have this type of criminal. If we got 10 of this type of criminals in Africa, I swear to God, we will not come to this Europe to do what? The same criminals that they are calling him are the same criminals that built this Europe. They made this Europe Western. Please tell me, in the story, which European country was built by a civil? Which one? Germany? No. France? No. Everywhere in Europe, the big countries was built by militaries. Greece? No. All those countries. It's because they want us to look for recognition. That is why they are saying that he's a criminal. But we are really happy to have him as a criminal. This is our criminal.
Let's be real. It's not all smooth road. Burkina Faso still faces terror threat. The economy is still fragile. The foreign pressure is still strong. Still, the fire elite in 2022 still burns in the heart of many. If you could speak to Traoré right now, what will you say? Don't stop. You are not just fighting for Burkina Faso. You are fighting for all Africa. And we are all with you. We remember something powerful. The road to freedom, it's really smooth, but always worth it. Captain Ibrahim Traoré may be young, but he is already changing the course of history. This has been a ride with Frank, brought to you by AfricanBlackGoldTV, where we give mic to Africans' real voices. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.